I mean, we're not talking for free because again, the cameras are on.
Yeah, okay, and we talk different kind of free.
It was the Black Frieza.
Yeah, I tried.
I fuck up. He's like, oh man, I fuck up my theme music.
I'm mad because I thought I sent you the one where RDC World. Have you seen the one where he? No, you haven't seen the one where
I've seen.
Yeah,
that
he was just like, oh,
Black Frieza.
Yeah. Oh, see, that's why I should have worked harder. I thought I sent it to you.
I want to start off a second week the same way we did last week. I can't be.
Oh, you know what? Hey, speaking of last week, man, my apologies. How could I forget Vanessa Blue and Rico Strong? Take off. So hold on. Take off. So Belladonna, whoever, Jana Michaels, take them off.
No.
Vanessa Blue.
No.
Vanessa Blue goes in place of them. On the Black Mount Rushmore.
This is going to be reoccurring. Then I go back and see.
But hold on. But remember, I still can't put Shorty Mac on Mount Rushmore. I know. I'll just look quick. But Rico Strong does deserve a place.
Turn my mic up.
So yeah. I'm going. Yeah. It's going to be.
It could just be your head.
Mandingo.
No, it's not my headset.
Yeah, Mandingo. Byron Long. On second thought.
Yeah,
I kind of do think Wesley Pipes.
That's what I'm saying.
Has to be on there.
No, he don't.
Yeah, Wesley Pipes has to be on there because
not over Shorty Mac. No way.
Definitely over Shorty.
No,
Mac.
what? Just from the name alone? Are you kidding me?
No, not the name alone.
Hold on. What catchphrase does Wesley Pipe has? He don't even got what Shorty Mac do. You know?
No, but he always make the dick hot dog, and you better eat the dick dog. Like he said, you better eat the dick dog.
I forgot about the dick hot dog.
That's funny.
The dick hot dog does get you on the fucking Mount Rushmore.
That's what I'm saying. Like he put that right, man. He said, "Gotta eat the dick dog before we start."
You ever seen the dick hot dog?
I clearly have not, but also though, it really does sound like this was a really fun time to be alive, and I'm upset.
You can be living it right now.
Upset.
It's not late.
Yeah, but like, bro, after you watch like Pain Olympics and shit, like seeing somebody just
enjoy themselves,
funnily putting their dick in a hot dog and then turning it into like a whole movie.
Glizzy.
That feels more like that. I don't know what it feels like. I watched like the 2 Girls 1 Cup shit because like haha no, shit.
Right, but that's not like funny.
No, I know it's not fun. It's like
it's like it only smells. You know, only smells.
You don't know. Do you know only smells?
You know Rocco Safari, right?
No.
Rocco Safari.
I thought it was Safredi.
It could be. He's Italian.
Yeah.
You know.
I do know who that is.
Yeah,
it's only smells. Yeah.
I only know that because of Tom Segura and like 2 Bears 1 Cave. And everything.
Oh, but you didn't get it yourself.
I don't know what he looks like or what the point of him is. But apparently he is into like appearing to have like super violent movies, like just really hardcore, like gagging shit.
Yeah, he's tough.
And then
he's tough.
And then people will try to emulate him. And then he'll have to be like, no, you can't actually hurt them. You have to look like you're hurting them.
Yeah.
So
I like what
apparently there's an art to gagging.
Damn.
And slobbery
there?
blowjobs and stuff.
Yeah.
I said apparently.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because you don't like that. It's too messy.
My bad. I got to take Wesley Pipes back off. Shane Diesel. I got to put Shane Diesel on the mount.
Okay.
Damn.
Mr. Marcus, Shane Diesel.
Right. Mandingo, Byron Long.
Byron Long.
Yeah.
Wesley Pipes.
No, Wesley Pipes will be like he's the fourth. Like he's the next alternate.
I thought we agreed.
Oh, he's Lamar Odom. He's the 6th man or the 5th man of the year.
He's the 5th man.
It's 2022. Why can't we just have 5?
He Andrew Wiggins.
You know what?
He like Andrew Wiggins. Like when he come in, like he don't really like when he ain't did a lot, but the things he has done has been super. Like now I'm looking for a whole body of work.
No, you know what? Now time out. We're gonna treat this shit like Naruto. Once a new Hokage come up, we just put him up there, and I feel like all these niggas.
Okay, I got that's better. Instead of a Mount Rushmore. Okay, I'm antiquated. I'm old. I'm colonial. I'm colonial.
We're not doing that shit. That white people shit. We ain't doing that shit.
We doing the throat Kage.
White people. Yeah, we do. We
call it the throat Kage.
Yeah. Hey, WA3C. Hold on. WA3C After Dark. If you're not on our Patreon, that's what we're going to do. We're going through the throat Kages. That's going to be on there. That's going to be on there.
Can we put them back here?
I'm bringing the green screen. Yeah. Oh, it's over. Yeah. WA3C After Dark. We doing this shit. The throat Kages is going up there, bro.
That's the reason to bust out the whiteboard again.
Let's go. Ooh, bust out the whiteboard. That was a good one.
Was that on purpose or
did you mean to do that?
No.
Nice.
Damn.
You should have taken credit for that. I was impressed. Thank you for tuning into this WA3C quickie.
I'm dead as fuck. Is this
they don't know about any other quickies yet,
I mean,
though.
no,
there's quickies out there.
You gotta. There's already some out there. You gotta stop.
You don't even listen.
That is true.
Remember, he was like, "Damn, I ain't listened to not one of these. I listened to the intro and then 5 minutes afterwards."
You know what? I listened to the quickie part of it, and that's it.
Right. So then you should be well at home.
Everything for you is quickie. So who cares?
Facts. Damn.
But I get it though, because I can't hear my voice, man. Like I can't hear you be like, hey, who that bitch? And they be like, that's you. I'm like, damn. Is that what other people hear?
Is that what people say?
What? Yeah.
I don't know. I think
that's what my mom says. Yeah, my mom would be like, who that bitch? I'd be like, damn.
Damn. Shout out Mama Austin.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
But I don't know. I don't know if I have
You have a twin, so you hear your voice all the time.
Yeah, it's hard for me to have a realistic. But I think that you hearing your own voice
hold on.
sound like it
X
does in
and
your
T,
head.
they sound a little bit different.
Yeah, but we sound close enough that I can.
No. That
one sounds like they're making fun of the other one, and it's my favorite thing.
Right. I love it so much. I love it.
Like you doing like a really impersonation that's close, but you like mocking that
one.
nigga.
Yeah, but it's the best one.
Stop.
It's like that one, and then Brandon. Yeah, it's like 1 and 2.
Like you be like, because at first you gotta be like, "Are you? Oh no, that's just okay.
Oh,
all right." Yeah,
I think that's because you guys have known us for so long. Because a lot of other people, when we get in the same room, they're like, "Man, I can't tell who's
not
talking."
me.
But
one sounds more wet.
That's hilarious.
You know what I mean?
I have to turn our wetness down every week on when I do audio editing. I didn't know that was a.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't know that was a thing until I started doing the audio editing, and it's like wet 100%. And I'm like, well, Mark keeps being wet with his clothes on, so I got to turn it down a little bit.
Yeah.
If it's all the way up, we 85. We 85. We ain't 100.
Yeah, we sound like
85
sound like Florida. Sound like a hurricane.
Hold on, all the same?
Hurricane.
All the same, or do we all have like different wetness on the scale?
No, I do.
Somebody sound like Shapiro wife, or
I do an overall wetness for the thing because I have
I don't know. Hey, I'm sorry.
The board taking all of our audio and compressing
all the
into
wetness.
one track.
Nah, don't do that. When you don't talk about our voices and gyrate your body like that, I don't like that.
I was gonna say, what's our collective wet stuff? Like,
I don't like none of that.
Oh, so 85%. Overall, hey, okay, we close. We wet.
We almost 100%.
It started us out at 100. I was like, ooh, something don't sound right, and I turn it down a little.
Probably could work with
down. 85. We 85% wet.
So you're putting the towel down before we get on?
No. He's saying.
I gotta soak up some of the wetness.
He's saying like we made a mess already, and he trying to clean it up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, it's so messy. I gotta clean all of it up. I gotta fix the wetness.
And then we didn't even start. It just show up wet like this.
It shows up wet every single time. Every time. I tell it consistently, don't start wet, and every time.
Word?
It's wet as fuck when I turn it on.
That's why
it's ripping.
Damn.
Bro.
So we call you Maui the Stallion.
Who? No, we don't call it that. We don't call me that at all. We don't call me that at all. Don't start that.
So what's this episode about?
You started it.
What's this episode about?
Dahmer?
Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I was making sure.
Yeah. Even though, I guess we have been killing it the whole time. Might as well hit that intro.
You're on with Maui, D-Mark, X, and Jamie. And this is When Awesome Collides.
And we back. If you have not hit the like button on this shit on YouTube or on any of the shit you listening to, hit the like. Matter of fact, go ahead and share that shit while you're here too. Matter of fact, if you're driving, pause what you're doing right now. Even stop driving. Pull over on the side of the highway.
There you go. Thank God. Okay.
Yeah, no, we got to do it safely. We're not gonna cause a 15 car pileup. We're not.
Oh, they must have fire. Okay.
No, you know what? Honestly, though, if we cause a 15 car pileup and somebody goes, "What made this happen?" and be like, "I had to rank my boys at WA3C." You realize that
that'd probably be the best.
Yeah,
probably
be viral.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
See, they were so good.
Crash your car.
I had to crash my car.
All right. Yeah. So don't pull over. Just stop the car immediately. Give us a light. And if you get into an accident and the news crew comes, make sure you give us a shout out, and then we'll make a shirt of that and send it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
After 3 months of Patreon.
After 3 months of Patreon.
No, if
you're not subscribed and you stopping in the middle of the street,
$3.
you're irresponsible.
If you hit the brakes on a highway to make sure you rate us the minute you hear this, you don't got to wait 3 months. You got to wait till I see the news article. You email me the news article. I'll fucking I can get shit printed quick.
I respect that.
All overnight.
I respect that.
Yeah.
There's no way. If you're willing to put your life on the line for us, I'll send you a shirt.
Man, speaking of putting your life on the line, you know what's crazy? you sitting there in the 90s, in the 80s, jerking off at a gay bar.
Yeah.
And this sweet, bespectacled man comes up to you and his wet Midwestern Minnesotan accent. He's like, "Hey, you want a beer?"
Hold on. How wet? Like from 0 to 85% or 100%?
Well, see, the problem with being in Minnesota is cold.
so it's like 65.
Yeah. So,
but that's drenched in
It's still
Minnesota.
wet.
Yeah, you
My dumbass is sitting here going, I thought it was Minneapolis. Xavier, that's in the. Yeah.
That's in the what?
I'm bad.
Okay.
I'm just bad at geography.
Yeah. Speaking of the bad, so there's there's certain people that should not be allowed at gay bars. Probably straight people, but other than that,
what gay bars are tons of fun. What are you talking about?
Oh man, you know what, man? I way to derail my segue, but man, you would never have a better time than just cooling at a gay bar, just chilling. Because like, first off,
feels so good. We talked about this last week too. The whole objectifying men thing. Listen, I'm glad that people took no for an answer. But the last time I went to a gay bar, I got invited to so many bathroom parties. I never get invited to bathroom parties at straight bars.
Hey, listen.
Nobody ever wants me to go into the bathroom with them. Very few people ask me for as much blow, whether job or drug, that I got.
Yeah. That was an epic night.
Hey, you in your bag right now.
It was so good, bro. And he's like, man, I'm sorry, I bitched out after like 10 minutes. I'm like, bro, you was there for almost an hour. What are you talking about?
Which is crazy.
It was like, oh, fucking.
So applause
so
when you're, hold on, damn it, I can't say the phrase.
Yeah, when you, you left to go do adult shit.
Hey, I'm gonna go put my kid to bed and I'll be right back. That nigga coming back. I need that minute. I don't even know he's trying. I appreciate it.
It's like back in the day, Abito would be like, hey, I'm gonna run home and we're gonna shit real quick because I can't shit in that bathroom.
Yeah.
You give me like 10 minutes, I'll be back. And we're like, we ain't seen you for like a week, bro.
You know what? It has been 7 years since he's pulled that off, so it was pretty impressive.
Hey, you know what?
He's like, shit, let me put out this old bag real quick.
If it helps, bro, like I really was shitting at home, and then by the time I was done shitting, I was so tired. I just didn't want to come back.
It's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
No, but we knew. But every time we're like, bro, you can just
I really
sit.
had hopes of like coming back.
Every time.
Because I was like, man, it's just a little shit. You know, you shit out your body and you get back to the party. You know what I'm saying? But
do you think shit smell different if you consumed a person rather than regular food? Also, something I was thinking about today is it felt metaphorical in my head. And I don't think it's as metaphorical as I hoped it would be. But do you think people have a Best Buy date? Like if you're going to eat a person, right? Because like now we could say that we were reviewing the show Dahmer, and I don't think we would be wrong in that notion. It would be fun to review it, but I guess I did not know as much about Dahmer. I knew he had eaten people, and I knew he like was gay, and I knew he had fucked around with some kids. I did not know most of his life, so it just made me think more about like just Dahmer as a person. And so then I started thinking, if I was going to eat a person, would it be like you want to get like a 14-year-old? Is that like veal? Or is it because they're able to impregnate somebody? They're technically an adult, so they taste like an adult. So would you have to eat a prepubescent baby for them to taste better? Or do babies taste better? Or do grown people?
You probably want you probably want a football, like a teenage football player.
You don't want no.
So like they say, first off, people with ink, according to him, taste bad. So
yes,
right. So we're safe. Like not these niggas. We safe.
You ain't safe.
Well, most of me is safe.
No, not the parts that matter.
Dang.
He wants below the belt meat.
That's fair. I ain't got no butt cheek like tattoo. I guess I'm gonna have to start scheduling. Butt cheek, yeah.
For the guy that died in 1994.
Yeah, just in case. You never know. His zombie might come back.
I didn't even know. I thought he got the death penalty.
No, some dude, he got killed in prison.
And when I found out that old boy beat him to death because that's how he died. For real. Like I looked it up because like sometimes shows embellish shit. And I was like, did they?
Dang, spoiler alert.
Nah, fuck you.
If you listen to this, if you didn't get the great segue that I did 2 times, and you still listening and you haven't seen Dahmer and you planned on it, donate to our Patreon because obviously you don't make good decisions.
But it doesn't matter. It's about the guy, and he's been dead for 20, 30 years.
No, that's not true. If you told me about if you flip to a random book in the Bible and like read a passage, you'd be spoiling it for me. That book been around for forever.
Yeah, but there's the. You're spoiling it for somebody, and then you're just telling them something that they should have easily been able to find out if they had wanted to. You can't spoil something that somebody's actively not learned about.
Oh, that's not true.
It's spoiled to them, but it's not the same thing as like going to see a Marvel movie on night one and then running out. That guy got the shit kicked out of him too. Man, pre-COVID was neat.
What happened?
The guy that went and saw like one of the last Avengers movies and then immediately, or it was Star Wars. It was Star Wars, and he went out to the line of people waiting because he saw like the 9 o'clock showing instead of the midnight showing, and he walked out to the line of people. He's like, they fucking kill Han Solo, and then they beat the ever loving fuck out of him.
That's the right answer. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know, but that's why I said pre-COVID's pretty neat. After COVID, people were in their house.
Everybody soft. Oh,
got soft as fuck. They
not me.
They don't throw as many hands.
Not me. Shout out to the next generation. So far, my son, and now add my nephew and my niece to the list of young people getting suspended in school because they had to end the fight. The rule is you don't start the fight. You don't start fights. If somebody touch you, you got to end it.
That is the rule.
Yeah.
I've told both my kids
I
that.
said, hey, that's what I'm saying. Like, hey.
Oliver got that slap attack, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, shout out for them ending the fights.
But what do you get? Why did they get suspended for ending the fight?
It's a they, you know, the way where we live in, they have a zero.
It's the rule. Like in the NFL, it's the person who retaliates.
I was talking to a teacher. I was talking to like a teacher about this, like, you know, one day, and I'm, you know me, like I don't want to. I'm not. The goal's not to make them wrong. The goal's to get them to think if what they're saying makes any sense. Because I was like, okay, so if a kid bullies a kid for like 3 years straight, just bullying the shit out of him right in your guys' face, and then the other kid hits them, they both, or like, you know, so he's bullying them, just giving them shit, giving them wedgies, taking his lunch, whatever, for 3 years. And then at that third year, that kid pops him in the mouth. They both got to get suspended, even though you guys know that that one kid was causing an insane amount of grief and you didn't do your job. And they're just like, well, it's a zero tolerance policy. Oh, sure. How does that make any sense? They just sat there. And I'm like, man, that's the problem. Like, you can have a policy that exists, but if somebody can give you the whole 2 sentence, you know, we use the whole 2 sentence rule. Usually somebody's ideology takes 2 sentences to break down. And that's what you do. You go, you ask them one question and they go, well, and you ask them a second question and they freeze up. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
but that's why you stick to your gun and you go, because I fucking said so.
Right. But that's fine. I'm fine with that answer. If somebody says, I don't care if it makes sense, I'm just going to do it. I'm like, hey,
you're
standing on, you know, my whole thing, stand on it. Okay. Like if somebody's like, this thing is irrational, but I fuck with it. Okay. I like Toyota. Why? I don't know. They're like, because it'll last 30 years. Nigga, I haven't been alive long enough to have a Toyota to last long enough to know if that's true or not. But I have a blind loyalty to them.
And why do you want something that old anyway? Right. Throw it in the trash and get a new one.
Right. I bought a car when my kid was born. I bought a car when my other kid was born. That's it. That's the only cars I had to buy. So technically, I guess they're right. Like technically, like, you know.
My dad had a Hyundai Sonata that made it 300,000 miles, and then while he was driving it, the wheels fell off.
Ooh, that's impressive.
I've had a wheel like fly off while driving. It's the worst. Yeah.
Hey, what'd you do?
Tell us more about that. Yeah.
No, I mean, I was just driving and wheel just took off.
How?
Okay, this is the problem with you, man. Like, absolute, like, man, like, yeah, my brother was kidnapped one day. Okay,
I don't know how to go into the details other than I was driving down the street.
Yeah. That doesn't happen though, right? So like something you must have done.
I don't know.
Something.
I have no idea. I was driving down the street and then my driver's side wheel the car just goes boom, and I go. And my brother grabs the steering wheel, pulls me off to the side, and the wheel ends up like half a mile down the road in someone's backyard.
Were all the lug nuts and shit still on?
No, I don't know where they went, obviously, because I mean they were on originally.
Yeah.
I don't know where they
went. Are you sure?
So you're just driving and your tire shears completely off.
Flies off.
This is the same guy who was just driving in his car just spontaneously combusted.
So I mean, obviously,
you see what I'm saying? Like, and the craziest part is if you go back to when that happened, like he was just like, "Oh yeah, my car on fire." He just sent a picture. He just sent a picture. Like, hey, what's that? He goes, "Oh, I'm standing over on the side. My car is on fire." Are you good? Yeah, I'm all right.
It takes a lot to traumatize.
Right? Yeah, I'm all right.
The best thing was though, I get a text a little bit later. He's like, "Hey, you ever heard growlers explode in the trunk of a car?"
Bro,
and I go, no. And he goes,
10 of them in the trunk.
He goes, man, it sounded like gunshots and bombs at the same time. And the only thing I'm thinking is like,
had a
damn.
microwave back there for some reason. Yeah. Ain't a bowling ball.
You were so mad about the bowling ball.
I was.
The best thing ever is when you brought that bowling ball that one time and I still beat you with the bowling ball at the alley.
Jamie lost to this nigga at bowling?
Did you hit him with the bowling ball?
No, I beat him
I
at
don't even remember
bowling.
that story. You probably lying.
We went out for Zio's birthday at the really nice. There's a bowling alley up near 86th Street that was super nice. That was the day that I got sideswiped on the interstate.
Oh, do I remember that? I think I remember that. You said something about that.
No, it was maybe your birthday. Zio's birthday? I don't know.
Oh yeah, about the one
we
that
went bowling.
Anna's mom, like grandma, or whatever, worked at the bar. Or something
No, it was a nice bowling alley.
crazy.
Yeah, you got a dolphin noise the hell out of this.
Yeah, these
Why?
things just dropping.
Because y'all just name dropping. They didn't consent to have their names spoken.
Yeah,
We're not doxing anybody.
yeah, you would.
Names are docs.
Oh, shout out! Happy birthday, Zio. I think her birthday was this weekend.
It's today.
Hey, there we go.
Happy birthday.
Give out more personal information so now they can find her easier.
Right.
Finn used to call Zio Tomato.
We know.
I love that. Made me laugh. I know you guys.
It sucks because they won't get that because you're going to have to dolphin noise everything but tomato. That's going to be crazy.
You do realize that I know that you guys know about 95% of what I'm saying, but our listeners don't know.
Okay, and?
So I'm trying to talk to them.
We talking.
Yeah, I know we talking, but I don't need to be told we know. Like, we don't
You know
want
who
to
kept
listen.
talking though? That bitch Glenda Cleveland. She talked to the cops too much, and nobody believed her.
What you mean? Oh, okay. What a weird way to put that. What the fuck?
Yeah, it sounded like you were mad she was snitching.
All right, Trinidad. Fuck, like, what's going on?
No, what I will say is it was really...
Also, that name is great, by the way.
Yo, you think that Jesse Jackson is just getting all the pussy?
Now or then?
No, then. Like, just walking me like, hey, you know, I'm just.
I bet you was getting Martin Luther King levels of pussy out there back in that day.
God.
Oh, so white women.
No.
Nah, he was still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like once in a while, but not like all the time, like rapid, like MLK.
Like, you know, he had
Did anybody think that Jesse... No. Yeah, Jesse Jackson.
That's what I said.
Yeah. No,
Ran for president.
Reverend.
Yeah, right.
Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, Reverend.
Do we... I
the whole thing.
got confused when he was in the limo for a minute because I thought it was Neil deGrasse Tyson pretending
Shut
to
the
be
fuck
Jesse
up.
Jackson.
Shut up.
And I was like, why did they get him to play Jesse Jackson?
That's the most racist thing.
This
you've
is
ever said.
insane. What the
Yeah,
fuck
racist.
is wrong with
Neil
you?
deGrasse
Racist
sitting
thing
next
you've
to
ever said.
Wesley Snipes. That's crazy.
Yeah, you said all black people look the same. Like, wow, is that
Yeah.
Charles Barkley? That's what you said. Like, how
don't
do you
even
get
kinda
Jesse-
look the
First
same.
off, actor playing Jesse Jackson, and you said, is that Charles Barkley?
Because I thought.
How?
I was like, man, they got pretty decently close with this actor. But now
No,
he.
you didn't. There's no way you
No,
thought
no, no,
probably.
no.
Thought the,
So-
the Glenda chick was Wanda Sykes, didn't you?
No. I was actually going to say it felt really weird to me to see Niecy Nash not in her Reno
her new
911
TV show is
outfit.
fucking great, by the way.
Which way? What does she at the
Oh,
salon?
the cop one. I haven't seen any episodes of it yet.
Hey, yo, you know what? She's actually very underrated. She's actually fine as fuck.
No, hold on. I was trying to
underrated
say
as
that,
fuck.
but I'm glad you said it
Yeah.
first. So I could say, bro, man, she got some yams in the front of her.
Yeah,
How do you guys not know that?
Because she always wearing Reno 911 shit.
You could tell in that she had
No,
fucking,
yeah.
she was built up front and the back. She was
Facts.
just annoying on that show.
Yeah.
Right, so personality, is like, creates like a mask of like, I'm sure the one lady who was also in Reno 911, the blonde. I'm sure she probably also kind of bad out, you know, in the real world.
Is
But
She's
I don't
on
know.
the Goldbergs and in the,
Yeah.
she looks just like,
The character.
She looks just like her character on Reno 911, but doesn't act like it. And it threw me off for the
She
first
kind
couple
of actually
scenes
acts
of
like
that
it.
show.
She acts like it.
She does it, but not the same, quite the same level. She's over the top, but like the Reno 911 version of her is more overtly hoish.
You know who's not over the top?
Hold on.
You know who's not over the top? Who? Dahmer. So watching that show, one of the things I felt that
Hold on, I say who's not over the top?
yeah, he wasn't over the top. He was subtle.
Okay,
guess.
I
All right.
think the issue that I was having was I don't like this because it does make me sound like racist, but
Yeah. That's what I said.
Did you just Google Wanda Sykes?
no. I know the difference between Niecy Nash and Wanda Sykes very easily. I have a problem when people have similar facial hair and hairstyles, and that throws me off more. You can't tell me
Charles
that Neil
Barkley got
deGrasse-
no hair. He got no hair.
Anyway, right, I heard the Charles Barkley thing. It was funny the first time.
No, it's funny
Charles
this
Barkley. But I
Also, Neil
don't think
deGrasse
I know
Is like way lighter.
who.
Facts.
I don't think I know what Jesse Jackson looks like. Which
He
is
looked
why
just like that
Listen to what I'm going to say.
That's what I was trying to say.
It
He really
only
do. He
gets
really do.
worse. I promise you, it only gets worse. What I'm going to say, which is
Yep.
bad for me, good for
No,
everyone
great for me.
else.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, buddy, you got to save that for a second. I didn't think I know for a fact I did not know what Jesse Jackson looked like because I heard Reverend Jesse Jackson but thought Al Sharpton because the only governor person I know named Jesse is Jesse Ventura, and that's a bald white guy. And so I got Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton kind of confused with Jesse Ventura.
And you got Jesse Ventura and Charles Barkley confused. I get that.
That makes sense.
That's
that
way
makes more
closer.
sense.
You know what helps? You know what? The reason why I can't even knock you is because for a long time, if you had showed me a picture of Steve Nash and John Stockton, I could be convinced they're the same
Just
person.
one after a haircut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's kind of rough. I don't know.
You know, but like, hold on.
But
Like,
it's the
yeah.
same. I was confused. Okay, so but Neil deGrasse Tyson
Yeah.
has like shorter. It's not the salt and pepper like Jesse Jackson's is in the show. I would say in the show because I actually don't know what he looks like.
Yeah, he looked like that.
But
he looked like that nigga. That's what I'm saying. They did a really good job. They really, really
But
good
Neil
job.
deGrasse Tyson also has that same style mustache.
If you would have said
so
Will
I just
Smith,
kind of got Will
if you would have
Smith.
said Will
don't
Smith in Pursuit
You
of Happiness,
talking about-
I would have been like, okay, nigga, I kind of see it. But you talking about Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Neil
Look
deGrasse
him-
Tyson.
DeGrasse, yeah, like
Degrassi?
Degrassi.
No, DeGrasse is Degrassi. You said
No,
DeGrasse.
it's DeGrasse Tyson, Degrassi, same shit.
I
Drake,
hate you.
Yeah,
They kind of have puffier faces with the bigger eyes
Yeah.
and the fucking mustache and the little afro haircut thing.
those are you just describing like just things. That's not a person.
I'm saying-
All 80s black
Exactly.
niggas. You just described all 80s black niggas. So
Okay.
that's fine. You're just like,
He said
if
they
you black
will
and you lived
fit
in the
on the
80s,
field.
that's who you are. Yeah.
If you look,
You Ben Affleck. I got it. Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. I
If
get
you
it.
white, you Ben Affleck.
I get it. I completely
If
understand.
Ronnie could say if you white, you Ben Affleck. If
I was
you
agreeing
black
with
and
you.
from the 80s, you Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I was agreeing with you. But you know what, man? Completely.
Al
up there.
Sharpton?
You know what's dope?
I think I know Al Sharpton kind of looks like Black Einstein,
First off,
right?
Al Sharpton would look like me at that point in time. This is before-
Does
Yeah,
Al
he
Sharpton
did.
look like Black Einstein?
No. What?
See, I don't know what people look like.
Yeah,
I
obviously.
think you're talking about the what's his name, the boxing promoter.
Rodney King is who he means. You know what's crazy?
That's what
When he
he's
started
talking
talking, I knew he was gonna somehow
Get there?
Yeah. I legitimately was like, damn, if I can find if it's 6 degrees
talking about Don King?
Don King. Rodney King's the guy that got beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way.
See, no, fuck you. You've messed up too. Now we're on the same page.
Oh, Rodney King and
no.
Don King aren't the same person?
No,
Same King.
Hold on.
One
You
looks
telling
like an
me
eraser.
you telling me Rodney King and Don King aren't the same person?
they're not.
If I look up Don King,
Look at it right now.
his name's not gonna be Rodney.
He
Look
meant
at it
Don,
right
he
now.
meant Don King. I just heard King. I just knew what he meant.
Also, imagine. I just want to put this out there real quick. So,
Man, I
old
don't
buddy
know.
said, "I need $20." His brother got beat up and molested by Dahmer, and he was just like, "I really just need the $20."
He went
So-
back. That's his fault. The
Bro.
kid that got lobotomized, he deserved to be lobotomized because he was stupid. He
Dang.
followed him because it's the guy that molested his brother to go be like, you don't even remember me? You fucked my brother.
and then like just chilled there.
And
I would
he
have been like,
stayed.
"What?"
How
He
much
stayed.
is $20 in the 90s?
It don't matter,
Maybe
bro.
like $50.
Maybe.
No.
Hey, you never know. That could
More?
Less.
Less? No. What?
$20 in the 90s is like $38 to make today.
$38? But he was gonna give him $100, wasn't it not? $100?
He was going to give the new kid $100.
Oh damn, yeah, they're different people, right? Rodney
Yeah.
King and Don King are different people. Yeah.
Can
I
you
feel
describe
way
Rodney
le-
King for me?
It don't matter. I feel less bad because names
Rodney
mean
King-
nothing if you don't know who the
Rodney
people
King
look
just
like.
look like
43.49.
what?
That's closer to
That's the purchasing power of $20.
That's a lot of money.
That's what I'm saying. That's
no,
at 50.
No, you broke the Price is Right rules and went over, so you lose.
No,
I
nah,
said
Nah,
under,
you get close. We go close. It's-
Yeah,
I was closer. I said
closest.
What'd you
38.
say? So,
He
so
said 30. He said 30. He lying.
Don't even do this.
roll that shit. Gaslight
I
shit.
said-
Hey,
I said
the Xavier Gaslight compilation getting
No,
real.
it's not. It's you guys gaslighting
You
me.
said 30. I said 50.
Okay.
He said 48
I said-
to 49.
Well, the-
Who closer?
Start
He
calling-
said
or
30.
50?
He said 43.
Let's start calling this nigga the Goodyear blow.
49.
That's what I'm saying. I'm closer.
I was $6.50
I'm
off.
50.
Oh,
it could be
shit.
49.
Hold up.
Yeah, exactly, bitch.
You were $6.51. I was $6.49. I beat you by
No.
2 cents.
No, eat my ass.
I said 30. No,
No,
I was
I
5.
won.
I was $5.49 off because I said
Okay.
30,
All right.
38.
All right. I won. I don't know why you arguing.
Because I'm right.
So
How many episodes you end up making it through?
I got to 8.
Okay.
Oh, that's
See, you still got a pretty good.
That's respectable because
Yeah.
the other night he
This
got
was
off
like Wednesday night. And I was
No,
on
it wasn't
episode
Wednesday
th-
night.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't. It was like Thursday.
Thursday night.
It was Thursday
and
night.
I was on episode 2.
And by
respect
night,
that, yeah.
we mean fucking like 1:30 in the morning. He's
Yeah.
like, damn, I'm tired. I'm on like episode 4, and he turned around and goes, man, it says I'm only halfway through episode 3, and I don't even remember finishing 2. So the fact that you made it to 8, bro,
Yeah.
good for you. That's some dedication.
Okay, I'm gonna give-
I got some topics that.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh shit. Okay.
Something for you guys to talk about.
Perfect.
maybe.
No. Jamie gonna
us to talk about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So first 2 episodes I put as I didn't even put nothing down because I thought they were trash.
Well, hold on. What?
I did not like the first 2 episodes. The first episode where he got like arrested, I was like, that's cool. But like I think part of the reason I was slow to watch is because I was like, these first 2 episodes were like so trash. I was like, I don't even want to keep going. Like it was, And then the 3rd episode hit and I was like, ooh, okay, this is really good. And then the 4th episode hit and it got really good. And then I started to kind of power my way through.
So you liked when the gay sex started?
When did the gay sex start?
About episode 3.
No, the gay sex started episode 1. That's what literally he was fucking the boy.
No.
Yeah, because that was the whole like.
No, it hadn't been real sexy. He brought him home and then he forced him to watch part of The Exorcist next to the bloodstains of the deaf guy. Which, okay, so.
No, the deaf guy episode didn't start until episode 6.
Yes, but his blood was in episode 1.
Oh, I don't know, bro. I was in and out. But
he made a mark from episode 1. His mark was there.
Was it?
Yeah, the bloody mattress was that deaf boy's blood.
Oh, that's right. See, I'm bringing it all the way around. The note I do have is one that it was funny that his mom just straight dipped. She was like, she's like, UFOs are real, and then just pulled off.
That's some Tom DeLonge.
That was great. And then the concert dude.
Yeah.
Bro, how he just hit that dude and then start kissing him.
Wait, what? With the weight?
He hit the dude with the weight, and, and then he just starts kissing. Like, then he gets down there and starts kissing.
Everybody wants to give him a bad rap, but honestly,
that's when I was like, okay, this is getting kind of interesting. Like, this dude's over here starting to like trying to like fuck dead things.
He was traumatized because everybody left him, and he just didn't want to be alone.
You know what, man? Wait,
and that sounds kind of
heavy though, because like I'm gonna say this may be an unpopular viewpoint of this show. I think they did a really bad job. Hold on, it's gonna be weird.
Okay,
I think they did a really bad job. I would love to talk to the people who
Ryan Murphy.
Yeah, I would love to talk to Ryan Murphy because I need to understand, like, they did a really weird job of trying to humanize an absolutely terrible person, because I was more interested in watching. Hold on, I'm going to tell you, like, so when I'm watching the show, I'm like, damn, if these 3 things didn't happen, he may have not ate a bunch of black people. But like that,
he ate some white people.
Yeah, sure. I mean, a little bit. You know, you got to put a little salt on your pepper.
You tell me right now that the light meat's better than the dark meat? No.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
once I tried dark meat, I would keep eating the dark meat.
Hey, once you go black, you never go back. Yeah. And that happens in eating too. But like, the problem is, like, you know, cause like when he had when him and, I didn't learn any names because I watched this all in like I had to watch.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
The contest's still going on, and I'm only 10 games up, and I got 15 days. So I got to keep talking. She was on that shit. She on her shit. She looked up a list. Today. She looked up a whole list of games that only take a couple hours, and she been on that shit. So I got to keep up. But yeah, so like, because when you're watching some of the interactions he has, you're like, damn, I kind of feel sorry for this dude. And I was like, that's a really bad message to send, because they make it seem as if, when you're watching it, you're like, oh, he's a bad U.S. health system away from not being a terrible person. So at no point did I feel like the murders he committed were more important than the message I felt they were trying to send. It could just be me.
I mean, that means they did an excellent job humanizing him.
That's what I'm saying.
You're saying it's bad.
No. I said, it's bad that they made it. Yes.
So they got their
point across, if that's the point they were going for.
So my only I don't think it's the point they were going for. I think it's just intrinsically something that's going to happen if you're trying to give the life of people. I find it interesting, though, to look at those kinds of things, because relatively people do horrible things all the time. I'm not saying on a scale of horrible shit, his stuff is clearly not more horrible than, say, stealing or assault.
Wait, what?
Like
Hold on. Repeat that sentence. You said
no. His stuff is objectively worse.
Cool. I need you to go back and listen to that.
I may have say subjectively. Yeah. Some people. I mean, I might rather have somebody eat me than steal from me. So I mean, it kind of subjective is a good term. Right. I think it's interesting because it does 2 things, right? Like, one, you get to watch Evan Peters eat some people, which makes for
but that's the problem. That's what I'm saying. That's the problem. Television. You can't have this nigga looking sexy as hell working out and expect him to be like, not be like, hey, this nigga, he crazy, but he's still lifting these weights.
That part actually helps me understand how he Gay people are some of the choosiest motherfuckers like I've ever met in my entire life.
And he was awkward as fuck.
He was awkward, but he was shredded.
That's what I'm saying. He literally. Right, so you're giving the worst, but you're saying like, hey, if you shoot for the stars, because if you want to eat niggas, just work out.
Look at Army Hammer.
Just look good.
Army Hammer did
sending a terrible man. I'm saying, hey, I'm just saying, I really need to understand. Like, it would be like when when you're watching, like it's like watching a rap video, right? You're watching Amigos. And they just like throwing money around, and they're talking about like putting the switches on something like bop, 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 bop. And then a nigga get killed and they're like, I can't believe it happened. And it's just like, what do you mean? All we listen to is music that glorifies the violent people's violence. But then you put out a show that highlights how a serial killer may be a regular person. But at no point in that did you just go like, I want that shit loud. I want disclaimers of him just being like, this nigga terrible. If you ever this nigga out here dancing, this nigga got like, this nigga out here like in living coloring with that one black deaf nigga, like, just like.
Also, the deaf episode was wild. Like it's
the whole incredible. The whole episode was good. Like Chelsea, you can't have good cinema. I don't want good cinema. I was about to say this. Like, so you telling me you can't have me captivated. You can't have me invested. Because all I wanted to see was this nigga work. I wanted to see. I was like, I hope he gets his shit together. I know he don't. I know he doesn't. But at no point, I was like, damn, he just killed a couple niggas. That's how you know. Like, imagine you like think about this. Like you beat you know nigga just teeing off on his girlfriend, Chris Brown style, and then you be like, damn, but he said he ain't gonna do it tomorrow.
What made the deaf guy episode? Like, what made the deaf guy so important? Like, why he get his?
Because they showed you.
No, it was so. Man, this is why I think this is funny, because you're mad that you enjoyed it when you didn't want to enjoy it the way that you enjoyed it.
This is the problem with him and these CNC contracts. He's trying to say that if you just sign away your rights, you'll like it. If you just give me an opportunity.
Hey, I'm saying if you sign it, that's on you.
I'm just saying.
Hold on. Let me answer.
Oh, you gave your kid antibiotics and now he's deaf.
No. Right, Tim. Here's the problem, and this is one of the reasons there's times that D-Mark will say things that remind me why we're friends. There's times that Maui says things that remind me why we're friends. You in particular are so just disassociated from what makes things like have weight and gravity to them from like an emotional. Let me finish what I'm saying. No. From an emotional intelligence standpoint, you watch an episode. Now, granted, I watched this episode very similarly because Chelsea couldn't watch it a second time because she said it was terrible. So I thought I was going to get some really good death scene. And when there was nothing, I'm like, what was so bad about that? Yeah. She called me heartless and said that.
No, I get like the emotional attachment between him and the guy.
You get it.
I do.
But that was the point of the episode. Yes. So for you to immediately go to
how it cut.
No, they're letting you get. They're letting you.
I know what
building. They let you raise the cow before you had to butcher
exactly.
it. I didn't like it.
That's not what you said. You said, why did they do it?
Yeah,
that's why they did it, so that people would have an emotional connection. That's how it came out
in my mind. I'm like, why are you doing this? It sucks.
Yeah. Oh, I thought the whole deaf guy episode could have been thrown into another episode because I don't care.
It was a movie, man, nigga. Like when I saw that,
it was
episode,
an hour and 2 minutes. That episode was.
When I saw that episode, I'm like, this is art. This is when I look for
episode 6, deaf guy. That's how useful it was to me.
Right. When I look for,
I think the episode was done beautifully.
Incredible.
From
Everything
a standpoint of if you were just watching a movie on Dahmer's most impactful to him victim. He didn't show all his victims, but if you're trying to show the one glimpse of Dahmer having the ability to maybe find somebody that could get him to stop killing. That was perfect.
Everybody leaves me.
No, I get that. That's why I said I get it, though. Like, I get the fact that you get so fucked up from being left. Now, he did. Now, I will say that motherfucker should not have forgot whatever the fuck he signed that he forgot because he made it out. If he had come back after that week, maybe Jeffy D wouldn't have been so mad because he'd been like, this boy told me something. He made it back. I believe him. I'm going to believe him every time because we vibing and he plays my weird chicken bone Void Boy game or whatever that they fucking played on the floor. And then
Void Boy may be one of my favorite things you just said. I need to animate it.
I don't know.
It was also I was getting something moves. So basically he tells his dad, he's like, I think I'm fucked up. And
he didn't want to listen.
His dad's like, he's literally just dad laughs it off. He's like, ha, you're going to live with your grandma.
You know what, man?
And then he goes and tells his grandma, she's like, ha, let's just get you a woman.
Yeah, but
and
she
then
was
he goes
in
and
the-
jerks off at the carnival.
Yeah.
No, he was just peeing. He didn't know anyone could see him.
And he's sitting there drinking blood.
It's a setup.
He's drinking blood.
It was a setup.
Like,
it's so good.
I know.
Maui, Maui, hold on.
And then at the end,
this is hold on. Maui,
he's
sitting
like,
here,
I don't know how this happened.
He's sitting here cheesing.
I love it because he's absorbing. But like you don't want to suggest this. Did you do this as a social experiment to see how we feel about things? Because like nigga, you just enjoying over there. You tell me about what you feel.
All week, this motherfucker has
memes.
been memes, Dahmer memes. I was like, man, he must have enjoyed the fuck out of this. But usually if you sitting over there, you just watching us, you don't say nothing. You're like, I'm gonna let them talk. I don't need to talk this. You are cheesing it. I can feel the vibes coming from you that you so happy.
He texted the other day. He told me he was like hitting that bow, and his girl started shaking. He was like, that's doing a Dahmer. And I was like, this nigga, he been ready for this episode. He ain't
serial killer shit, Yote.
No. And in fact, it's really funny because I accidentally watched this. So like,
hold on, what?
So when I said I watched it, I wasn't really like, it was one of those things that I had a really bad habit of whenever my girl's watching something, I don't watch it. I don't know why.
What?
But I don't watch
like maliciously?
No. It's like for whatever reason, like I have to do something else also, just in case. Like just in case it sucks. Not saying that she has bad taste or anything like that, but like sometimes we just don't vibe. And I don't like really watching TV shows. So I feel like I get too invested. I need to like be able to leave. Like I can't like sit there and watch TV for 8 straight hours.
What?
The problem is that I have to get to the end. Like I'd be like, so finish the story. So then like my whole day is gone.
Right.
And I can do the shit that I wanted to do. So the entire time we're watching the show, like it'd be in between, I'd be kind of be in and out. And I think about, like he said, like the 4th episode, like, damn, this is actually really fucking good. Let me finish watching this shit. And it was actually fucking fire. And I was like, wow, this is hilarious. And then kind of to point back.
Hold on. Wait. That's a weird word choice. You say, hey, this is hilarious. What?
It's hilarious that it's fire.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
But yeah, like you were saying also, like I was like, wow, they really made it seem like this guy had like 4 opportunities not to be terrible, but everybody failed him. I'm like, that's probably a bad message.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because it's a really good message.
It is.
It's a great message when you're like, hey, we've got a really bad, saying like, me or Maggie D-Mark on this shit where I'm like, man, like we have a terrible system because like that's the way you say like it was funny. Here's the word you said it was funny that he tried to tell people like, damn, I got some problems. And niggas just like, not my problem. Yeah. And then you're like, damn. Yeah, that's kind of how that shit worked. But then it's also like, all right, so, but like, I feel like they glorified that shit too much.
No,
like,
I don't think they glorified it.
Because I'm saying, you can't get sexy people to do things. That's my whole gripe. My complete gripe.
Be ugly.
I'm telling you, my entire gripe.
I would be okay with
that. There's nobody out there who, if
real Dahmer, I'll tell you, was he like fit?
He was in good shape.
He looked like a regular,
but he looked like an 80s nigga. People look different. People in the 70s who are like, someone's like, oh, Tom Selleck. I'm like, what are you talking about? But then I'm like, I would assume that would be the same thing as like Michael B. Jordan or like, because Will Smith in the night and like Will Smith when he was like right after he got out of Fresh Prince and he was like doing movies and shit and he was like I Am Legend Will Smith where he's doing the pull ups. I was like, damn, that nigga on his shit. But like when I see him now, I'm just like, this nigga look like Denzel now look like somebody uncle. So, but back in the day, he was that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So he probably was attractive by 80s standards. Like, David Hasselhoff was attractive at some point.
Standards.
They should have Kevin Bacon be done.
Also, was he actually really?
You think Kevin Bacon? He kind of look weird now. He look weird now. Yeah, he look weird now.
Kevin Bacon, yeah. But and then like make him look young, like so he looks like shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get to like age him back a little bit. Yeah, because I'm saying like the problem is that like so the whole rule. The whole general rule is that you're not creepy unless you're ugly.
Yeah,
like you can be attractive and do really creepy things, and it's fine.
You can't get away with being a rampant serial killer like to that level if you're not kind of attractive.
Right. But hold on. That's not
unless you only want to murder children.
Hey, if Shaggy is black now, you can have me suspend my disbelief.
Shaggy's black.
His name's not even, but his name's
Norval.
It's
well, his real name's Norval.
I know.
Yeah. But they don't call him Shaggy now. They call him Norval. It's in the, Mindy Kaling, her new show, Velma, because, Velma's
She's
Indian now. Yeah, Velma's Indian.
Asian?
Yeah, Daphne's Asian, and I think
Fred's
new HBO.
Fred is not only white. It's fucking Dennis from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah. And then Scooby's a pit bull, probably. Oh, like I don't know.
Like Jacquees?
Yeah. They don't call it. Yeah, it's not Scooby. Yeah. Like
just the HBO shit.
Princess Gorilla Grip.
Shit.
Yeah.
Right.
But Mindy Kaling was like, the multiverse inspired me to reskin everybody, and I was like,
I told y'all that was my voting for Trump moment. Like niggas just like you can just make new shit and it'd be fine. But
you should say money. Yeah. If you looked at me and said, "Oh, I'm Indian. Yeah. I want to voice this character without anybody telling me it's problematic, and I know I can get money."
Yeah, done. I want to see me doing shit. That. But like, so the whole thing is like, so if you like. They're the concept of like, why they have him working out? Why they have him looking good? Why they have like,
because he did it in real life.
Sure.
No, then that's the answer.
If you're, I would say I would agree with that from a standpoint of
you just don't like knowing that if you were gay,
no. First off, he would have got me anyway because he would have been like, you want a brewski? And I'm like, what a nice Midwest.
You would have been the
all it would have taken. All it would have taken was like, if it's like, let me just sneak around you real quick, like while slightly touching my back. I'm like, this Midwestern ass nigga got me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna open my way onto this, nigga's house. But again, that's also weird because like, I get it because like everybody going to this house, I'm like, how y'all falling for this? This nigga's like,
because it was just 1 more beer years ago.
I get it.
But
you look at stuff now.
And I get gay. But see, those are the stories that, like, in my opinion,
was he really gay or was he just acting gay to get gay people?
He was gay.
Yeah, he was just
like he was like real.
No, he was real gay.
He was gay, but he was just like, because remember, he said he only chose victims that he thought were incredibly attractive. He said you had to be beautiful. He said he ain't fucking with you if you ugly.
So he tried all the gay. I'm sure numerous times people just kept saying like, hey, you ain't really like the bathhouse shit. Like, who goes to a bathhouse and starts drugging niggas and then dip
because they didn't want to get shut? But like the implication. That's my whole thing.
He tried to get caught.
It's
like
implicit.
He wanted attention.
He does. He says it all the time.
It's the implicit versus explicit.
He also said too, like he would get away with stuff because he was gay, right? And people were like, oh my god, gay stuff. Oh,
that's what I was saying. So like, they need to do a better. In my mind,
like Lysol or something.
In my mind, they needed to do a better job of saying like
they did a great job, like captivating that. Not only like the gay stuff, like also the African American stuff too. Like going like when
only because
you got reported and she like
sound silly.
Go ahead.
I'm only saying that because if it's gonna sound dumb. You've got to appeal to the lowest common denominator. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people like
no,
hold on.
Well, there's also 90s, so what I mean 90s,
is, right? But what I'm saying is like we know that, right? So like, do you think maybe I am thinking that the average layperson is worse than they are because like when I watched it, I try to watch things as like if I'm the lowest common denominator. Like with me, I'm like, because like when he's talking to old boy, yeah, I might be, I might be.
Nope.
So when it was like, you picked this neighborhood because it was underserved, it had black people in whatever, and he was like, no, it's just what I could afford. And that one dude was like, I don't believe it, like in his face, and I was like, yeah, no, it just so happens that he's gay, he don't have any money, the easiest place to live is here. It just so happened to be the perfect smorgasbord of people to eat. And then I was thinking like, but who
imagine saying that you could move into a place that had like you remember back in the day when like Golden Corral like hit or no?
Golden Corral still hit to me. So
when was the last time you've been there? Like
we were there. Yeah. She took me there for my birthday. I love Golden Corral.
The Golden Golden Corral by me, awful. Ryan's was good too. Okay. But anyway, back when
Ryan's, man.
No, there's no Ryan's. There's no Ryan's. I haven't seen a Ryan's in forever.
There's a Ryan's around.
There was
the one
in Greenwood.
Shenanigans or something like that?
No.
What?
What's the Ryan's and Golden Corral that starts with an S? It's like Shenanigans.
What?
No.
Yeah, what's it called?
What? Shoney's had a buffet.
Shoney's. We don't have a Shoney's around here.
We don't have a Shoney's anywhere near here.
We have never had a Shoney's here.
I don't know.
Well,
it's
no.
in Kentucky.
Shelbyville had a Shoney's. Yeah. It doesn't anymore. My mom worked there for a little bit. Anyway, Ponderosa also bad. Anyway, but the best buffet ever.
Great.
You tell me like, if somebody told me that I could live next to a Golden Corral back when it was like CC's pizza prices, and then I also didn't have to pay a lot for my apartment and I could go to the Golden Corral whenever I wanted to, why would anybody want anything different?
Right. So old boy was like, and I'm like, man, y'all teaching.
So you're mad that you don't know if. Okay, so let me ask this.
I'm mad that I think stupid people will watch it.
But if you knew for certain,
it's a playbook.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. But if not a playbook.
Okay, no. Like they'll see the wrong thing. Like so, I think in my mind,
if they had proof, like let's say they had the transcripts from when he got caught.
Trans.
If
we inclusive.
Shout out trans people. So if they had accused him of that for real.
Yeah.
Back in the day, and they were accurate, like lore accurate, would you feel the exact same way about them leaving it in there?
Because that would be.
So you just don't know if that's what they did. You're thinking that was a 2020,
like, right? So okay, I'm saying like because they're speaking as if like when you. But again, it's not, I'm not trying to, do whatever.
No, I get what you're saying.
Like, right. Well, so when
you're pushing your ideals,
right? When the average person watches this, cause like when Like the dude was like, hey, I'm gay, I'm black. I'm like, man, these are real problems they had back then. They not doing a little bit too much with it. They really letting you know, like, damn, it would have been hard to be gay and black and whatever.
You think that one dude was gonna get shot when he ran up to the cops and had the thing on the handcuffs on?
I thought it was. I thought definitely. But you know what? It was cooler. But what I enjoyed about that, and not that part, because like, but it's like the context with the cops are usually they didn't feel, for me, they didn't feel out of place because that would have probably been what it was like back then. Like, it was like, hey, we're going to catch someone if we come in your parking, right? And you're like, what the fuck? But you know what? Back then, it was at the 80. Cool.
That was wild. They said
but they also, the first thing, because the first thing I would ask if a motherfucker runs up to me with handcuffs on, the first thing they're like, buddy, stop. Why the fuck are you wearing handcuffs? And when he goes, because some guy had me in his apartment trying to kill me, there was no more like boom, boom, pow, pow, like, you know, like what you're saying, which is, they probably couldn't have gotten away with that because that's probably pretty well documented and people would have been like, that never fucking happened. Right. But, you know, they were more afraid of the gay part than the black part, which makes perfect sense because the AIDS epidemic was huge.
I mean, they even say that when the chief was like talking to him about suspension and he was like, well, they were like together and like gay. And he's like, but did you check the boy's age? He's like, they were like gay. Right. And I'm like, does that just mean he's of age?
Yeah. So I get it because like
the cops just kept saying they gay.
I thought it was a really good thing to watch for as you're like, man, like back in the, like, not, I won't even say back in the day. Cause like, you know, you go, I mean, you know what I'm saying, back in the days on like, you know, just some of those sensibilities have retained those things now. And you just like, I get how a lot of this shit could happen. Cause you're like, hey, how did you think X, Y, and Z would have happened? That's crazy. But then you go, yeah, I wasn't there. Like, you know, we wasn't back in that time. We got way more intelligence now. We got way more, but like there's certain things where I'm like,
sort of.
And yeah, but more than that. Like,
we
you know,
have more knowledge. I don't know if we have more intelligence.
Fair. You know, fair. Completely fair. Hey, like, you know, and again, that's what I'm saying. Like, it could have just been me because I'm hypersensitive to when I see, like, I don't like when people are like, when someone from a different time makes a movie. Like, if you made me a movie about, like, people are like, oh, the Romans, I hated that because all they were doing having sex with each other on the battlefield. I'm like, first off, that sounds way smarter to me because if I know that this big strong nigga can keep me alive and all I gotta do is pipe him 1 or 2 times out in the battlefield, I guess it's a win-win. I get to stay alive and I get the pipe. You know what I'm saying? But like you're putting 2022 sensibilities on a 1600s mentality. I don't think you can do that, you know? And I didn't feel like they did it all the time.
You should do that because they
right, but you can do anything. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Watching the show, I'm like, man, this show is so well done. I'm feeling like they're doing too good of a job at making it seem like this person's life could have been avoided if they had 1 or 2 things. You don't think
that's a bigger message though that says, hey, we need to pay attention to the kids that are, which we have done. I mean, you watch Mindhunters?
It sounds like it's crazy. It sounds like his mom was crazy.
Right. His mom
his dad
ain't not only crazy,
give a fuck
that
about
bitch ate her way through the pharmacy and while she was
26 pills a day is insane.
Nobody, even the doctor was like,
I blame his
medicines
parents.
Are important.
That's the new. We just I blame.
It's always the mom. First off, they tell you that with serial killer 101.
Fuck.
I mean, they do. They always say it goes back to the mother, which is why a lot of people don't want to go to.
Is it really? I mean,
psychiatrists. To get because they're like, oh, it's my mother, like Oedipus complex, like all that shit. They try to prove it, but
he was killing men though, not women.
He was gay, so a lot of people go.
Maybe it was his dad this time.
No, he loved his.
He did have a sexy dad.
He did love his dad.
Was sexy.
I love that it's Richard Jenkins.
He enjoyed fishing with his dad and doing the killing, the roadkill stuff with his dad.
Taxidermy.
Yeah,
you don't kill roadkill because it's already dead.
In the end, it might have been his. So, and then his dad dipped. He didn't give a fuck about his mom.
Right, but his mom ate her way through the pharmacy. Like I said, that's why it's her.
I think the dad is the.
I'm not saying Dahmer. I'm saying a lot of the times they do blame.
But we're talking about Dahmer though.
This is the fucking Overwatch fucking argument that we had before all this started again. But watch Mindhunter.
Just post it on our Facebook if you have not.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought you were recording that. Watch Mindhunter. It's actually really, really fucking great. And that takes place. Very good. I want season 3 to come out. I do not like that the main guy in that, like the younger guy, is the voice of Kristoff in Frozen.
Like Mindhunter.
It creeps. It's weird.
You would like Mindhunter. It's how they, what is it?
It's basically how the BAU started. So they started the behavioral analysis.
Oh, isn't that what it doesn't start a chick?
No.
What am I thinking of where it was like the first, you know what? That's a different show. It's fine.
But they go over that and that started like in the 70s. It sounds not right. I'm pretty sure that started in the 70s. So, I mean, to show that there is a you have to be willing to do those things and you have to be fucked up. But I think that for me anyway, just watching it back, you see so many, like you see John, they stitched in like the John Wayne Gacy shit. That motherfucker is, he's a fucking
Is that a serial killer too?
That's the guy that dressed up like clown. Yeah. He was a clown.
He was also gay, which like, again, you got to think like, has there been any recent gay serial killers? Because if so, hey, that's kind of progress. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, it's just you switch out of it because we're not afraid of the gays anymore. Serial killers were scary, so they had to be
of serial
scary.
killers that are men?
Most,
probably most. I'd have to wager.
No.
I would like to look into it. I'd say at least 95%.
Yeah. No, I think it's
women aren't very strong.
I'll say 80.
Well,
so that's why most women do it with poison,
but
and
their
shit
vaginas
like that.
can stretch to 200%. Their
right. But I mean,
I saw something on the internet.
Like the next time you have if they catch a serial killer who like puts 7 raccoons up her ass and then stretches her vagina out like a net, that'd be pretty impressive. Because like, I guess that's something that.
I'm going to say disclaimer. I don't know if this is true. I did not follow the science, but I heard on the internet the other day that pounds per square inch, the vagina beats out everything.
Oh, that's why I can't understand.
It's got a bigger grip force than a fucking tiger. For pounds per square
fucking tiger and test it out.
No, like
if your pussy got a stronger grip force than a tiger, hit my
week,
dude.
Shonda Rhimes told me that it can lift a 30-pound weight.
I've seen a lot of the bitch who make Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy and fucking
she has a whole universe.
And Bridgerton. Yeah.
Her too.
Does she really
she does all the Bridgerton stuff too? Yeah, she has a Shondaverse on Netflix. Yeah.
Oh my god, fucking.
Whatever. Yeah, that's why I never understand when people say like, "Oh, you pussy." I'm like, man, pussies are strong as hell. You seen some of the punishment we put on?
Yeah, but they sit there and don't do nothing.
Pussy.
If someone called me balls, I'd be pretty upset.
Right. When someone says like, "Hey, you balls," I'm like, damn, because I'm soft, and if you touch me a little bit, I go up with my body and I start shaking. Like, yeah, I get it. But if you send me a pussy, I'm like, yeah, I can take. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You can't take a drill. You can't drill my balls.
That should be your fight nickname. When you go into the UFC?
Pussy?
Yeah. D-Mark pussy. You know.
Yeah. I call it sugar walls.
Sugar walls?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
sugar walls.
Yeah.
I listened to Humble on the way home and I never heard the line before today. Your pussy tastes good. Put it on my taste buds. I just want to say that I didn't know that was in that song.
It'd be kind of impressive. Yeah, you gotta. Man, never mind. I don't want to get weird on this, so we got to do another after dark. So I was going to describe something weird, and you got to cut it out.
It'd be weird.
No, the concept of like because your taste buds are back here, right? Your taste buds are back here.
Are they? They're not in your tongue.
Your taste buds technically are all over your tongue.
Gotcha.
But like
in your mouth.
But we're going in the old, right? We're going in the old like 1960s.
Yeah.
You could still cure things with mercury mindset where they drew your taste buds only on the back of your tongue. Gotcha. So if you think of that, like that means like put your pussy on taste buds. I imagine like you have to get.
You got to open up.
Like Kendrick said it, so like he would go by
right, like wide, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But I mean, I'm willing to do whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Don't get me wrong. I'm a nasty nigga, as this nigga says.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying. Yeah, so we do that.
I guess we gonna wrap this up here in a second.
Oh, wrap this up? No.
Oh no,
we vibing.
Oh no.
I don't know. Where are we at?
About an hour.
Yeah. Damn, really?
Yeah, I was going.
Yeah, 10, 15 more minutes. Okay. No.
So hold on. How many smeets y'all giving Dahmer?
Oh, okay. But hold on. Can you give me Can you give me your, what are we judging it on? Or do you want just the overall experience of the show?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll start out, keep it light. So, cause I actually, again, my whole problem is that they did too well. I think this motherfucker was a cool little 8.
Would you have been a pen pal to Dahmer if you could have? Sounds like.
Monty ain't a film boy. I ain't fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't, like, now trust me.
Those
if a film boy, if I was at a bar,
so good.
If I was at a bar and a film boy came up to me like that,
sounds like I need to
talk about a brewski.
You know what I'm saying?
Like the last thing I saw, you got fan mail.
If you told me right now, a little maid outfit, little anime girl came up and said, "Hey there, you want a little brewski?" I'm like, damn, you got me.
The best thing,
1,000-year-old dragon, you got me. Like,
something else I clearly don't get. Who was it? The one guy when he drugged the drink, he's like, it tastes weird. It was the guy from the the guy in the very first episode. He's like, he looked down on himself like,
that's what I'm favorite. He
goes, drink it. I'm like, man, you know for a fact that after like Gacy and Dahmer and Bundy, that's where we got the whole like, you can't really take drinks from strangers. You can't really go outside no more. Like it's progressively gotten worse. Because obviously when we were kids, we were still news didn't travel quite like that since internet days.
Yeah, life was way better back before we knew that niggas was just cutting heads off.
God, it was way better. There was a rapist in our neighborhood who would carry a ladder around. He would carry a ladder around and wait until like the men.
Boy, oh no! Edit me laughing out. That's funny.
No, hold on. He was right. It was.
Damn.
He was a planned out. He was like a serial rapist. Like this is. I'm not joking. I don't know where he lived.
Ladder Larry. He just walks around.
So like
shout
whenever the
don't shout out Larry.
Whenever the men. Because it was when we lived on in the army housing thing when I was in southern Canada or whatever.
Yeah.
He would wait until he knew that the men were on deployment.
Military training would be
so he would get a ladder and then use it for like the top floor women because he knew it was harder for them to get out of the building.
See, you see what I'm saying? That's too smart.
No, that's what I'm saying. We found his
Lieutenant Ladder out there doing his shit.
He had it out in the woods and we found it one day and there was a bunch of porno mags and used needles around it. So we went and got my mom and we're like, hey, what is all this stuff? And then they ended up, I don't think they caught him. I think he knew his shit was gone. So he went and raped people somewhere else. But you know how wild it was? There? He could be dead. There was also a bum that lived in the wall for a while. Cause like he...
What an attack
this on Titan. This is why he didn't have any time to watch porn, bro. Because he's out here tracking.
He lived in our wall.
Bums.
No, he lived in our wall.
I'm not
Maria at your house.
Yeah. So
what?
Right. It
wasn't this is the shit I'm talking about. You way too casual with this trauma, my nigga. Like,
it wasn't like he wasn't like in. Okay, so the army housing, it was. It looked like an apartment building, but there was 4 units in each one. Right.
Like
so we had like the common. Yeah. The common space. And when you walked in, you would go up the stairs in front of you. You would turn to the right and it'd be the landing. And then you'd go up the stairs leading back the other direction. So it was all hollowed out underneath the stairs. And I don't remember why there was a big hole that got smashed. I think somebody went through the wall, like they got in a fight and they went through the wall in the hallway and this big hole was there. And one day we went out there and there's just a man living in the wall and there's a bunch of like newspapers everywhere. And if you went near it, he would like bark at you and scream at you and shit. So it took like
the universal language of homeless people.
Took 3 weeks.
Sitting on the ground. Yeah.
It took like 3 weeks for them to finally like listen to the phone calls and come remove this man who would live. He lived in the wall in our hallway for.
It takes eviction notices take a while.
What's that? The people
you can't evict. It wasn't an actual unit though.
Yeah, I mean, you in New York at this point, right? Inside the walls is probably,
but you know how wild it is because
it's probably like $200-$300 a month. Yeah.
The bus, when we would get picked up from the bus, we would come out the back way to the building because we had ingress, egress, like front door, back door. And one day we just came in from school, opened the back door, and to be screamed at by this man that was living in the fucking wall.
The egress train. That makes sense. There's an episode of Adventure Time where they get on the ingress train and they can never get out. I get it now. It's because they can only enter the train. I got it.
Okay.
That's cool. I'm glad we got that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How many schmeats for Dahmer?
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
I think 8's a good number. And I want to say if it was 2.5 episodes shorter, I would have probably given it a 9.
I get that.
Ryan Murphy, legitimately, and I haven't seen the last like 3 seasons of American Horror Story, but that motherfucker does creepy horror, I think, better than anybody on serialized television. And also the biggest thing for me too is because I'm pretty sure he's gay or he's very immersed in the LGBTQ culture. I always appreciate when somebody who's a part of something that they are writing about or portraying does it because it doesn't seem like too over the top or corny or whatever. Like the deaf guy episode, I was cracking up at like the conversation that they were having at the table because it just felt like 3 gay dudes talking the same way that, I don't know, I've heard all you guys talk about not gay stuff. So
no, we talk about gay stuff.
No, but but you don't do the gay stuff.
Who's that?
How fine a film boy?
you have talked about what you would do.
Oh, yeah.
Not what you have done.
Okay, that's fair.
And to see that guy being like, you don't need to tell him you're deaf to give him a blowjob because your hands work just fine. I was like, bro, that's so great. Where if it had been, I like a straight dude writing it, it would have tried to be more.
Fun fact. I was watching that episode.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to talk about the one time you did some gay shit. I was like, bro.
So that episode, I was playing, I don't know, Overwatch or Destiny or something. While
that was the one time he was doing
I was watching on my iPad, and I'm sitting there like, I ain't heard nothing in a minute. And I look over, and these motherfuckers been talking. Like, I was like, damn, I had to rewind it and actually watch it because I was like, shit, that's why these motherfuckers ain't been talking.
Oh, yeah.
The whole time.
Which, again, another reason why that was cinematic masterpiece. They had the sound muffled whenever they. Oh, it was
so good.
So good.
So the episode,
good. That's crazy.
That episode was simultaneously the best and most not needed episode of the entire season. You could have cut that out and never given me all of it. It was the most well done and thoughtful episode, which I think for a lot of people, that plays into your problem because it definitely, I think, did a better job of humanizing Dahmer because he didn't want to, you could tell he didn't want to kill him. And it was, he didn't want to be alone. Yeah. And he felt bad in a way that he hadn't felt bad with the other people. Cause you saw him almost drug him, but then not. And then you saw him almost beat his brains in with a hammer and then he did it. So like, again, I think for people that your thing, like they're trying to make it whatever, but I didn't need the episode, but it was the most well done episode. Long story short, a little bit too long, still masterfully crafted overall.
More of the like
8
killing and dismemberment. Though.
See, that's another thing that would have bumped it up a point for me if you would have given me some.
Would have dehumanized him, like he was saying.
You kids only helping my cause.
See, but people were so disgusted by just watching him eat what looked like a fucking
no, they
breast.
weren't, my nigga. No, they weren't. Maybe in Provo. All right, so hey, Maui, what's your vote on, or what's your Schmemometer? Come meter
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Okay, hold on. Why?
Okay, it was done well. I just wish it would have been more, more gruesome. But
okay, so you're saying the mid. So it's weird. So what are you rating it?
Oh, it's 4.5.
Oh no, okay. High point for low point for what are we
mid 4.5?
Mid 4.5.
He didn't.
It's a review in progress,
but he also doesn't like serial killer stuff.
I don't think
like at all.
It's gonna go higher than a mid.
He also mad homophobic.
That is fair.
Oh yeah.
That's really
me.
Yeah.
Nah. I ain't never seen him eat a hot dog in my life.
Never. He's like, I cut that shit up.
Fuck a hot dog.
Oh damn!
Hot dog. You ain't seen him eat it because he fucks.
No. He's saying he's so homophobic that he ain't eating no little hot dog. He got to eat the biggest, manliest meat.
Right, the mandingos of hot dogs.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, he's Byron Long. That's the only thing he attacked.
I thought you guys said that Wesley Pipes said the hot dog.
Yeah, he did do the dick dog. Yeah. Right, so
did
are we saying
condiments on it?
He could. He put condiments.
I enjoyed it. It's so far, like I said, review in progress because I still got like episode and a half, 2 episodes to go. I don't think it's going to go above a 4.5, maybe mid. It may go, like, say the 4.5 scale is 100%. It may get to like 75%, the top tier, mid 4.5. But I think that's the highest it's going to get for me. I think mainly just because.
Do you think if you'd watched it on your own terms instead of.
I don't think so, no.
No? Okay. Because I know we talked about that.
Yeah, I think that, like I said, I think the first 2 episodes were I think it caught me a little bit. And then, like I said, I'm at the scene now and stuff where he's in prison. I've enjoyed it, but it hasn't made me want to. For me, I have to want to
have sex with dudes, right?
Yeah. Right.
That's what gets your high.
I'm not at no point was I'm like, dang, I need to go home and watch this. Oh, I need to stop what I'm doing. I need to watch this. Like, for me, that's what I guess I have to get that out of it.
Could you name a show so everybody out there as well as us has a barometer of what's a show that you've been like, damn, I have to stop. I can't wait to watch this.
Recently, it was Comey.
No. Pick a.
No, I like that. No,
okay.
So right.
Recently, Comey made me stop playing the games.
Okay, so you could watch the show.
So I was like, dang, I want to watch this. I want to know what's going on.
Is there any? Because Maui has said he doesn't fuck with, and I know you're not the same. But I'm just asking because Maui said he likes animation over like live action. Is there a live action not like comedy that you think that you would ever that has ever compelled you to turn the game off to watch it?
Did you do that with Raising Dion?
Yeah, Raising Dion fucking slaps.
That's what I'm saying. That's one of the best shows I've seen in like the last 2 years.
Raising Dion.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I don't know. I don't know. I watched a little part like in between stuff. Now I'd have to look at my queue and see what I've knocked out. But
no, I'm personally.
But no, that kind of let you know. Like, yeah, like, that's kind of let you know that you
just
can't think
vibe.
of anything. Right.
This genre of TV is not your vibe.
But see, like I said, it's weird because I do like the Mindhunter side of it, like where I still like detective drama stuff.
That's a detective drama. That's not what this was. I don't think that
this
was not a detective drama. This was just a drama.
Like, I think there's certain like biopics that I'm not a giant fan of. Yeah. And some I do. And I think this is just one that now, like I said, it doesn't take away. I still really like it. I would recommend people watch it. If somebody's like, hey, if they're like, I don't fuck with serial killer stuff, I'm like, cool, don't watch it then. But if somebody was even remotely interested, I would push them to watch it. I'd be like, hey, you should watch it.
You're saying, I think don't go out of your way, but if you want to watch it.
Yes.
Right. There's certain things that you can recommend.
Maybe even go out of your way if it's your genre.
Then how you get.
No, he's saying if you fuck with it, it's definitely worth watching.
But he's saying mid 4.5 is something to go out of your way for?
No, he's saying if somebody fucks with that specific genre, he would go, I don't fuck with this and I enjoy it, so you'll probably really like it.
All right, so I got to ask you a secondary question. If you're interested in that genre, are you still giving it a mid 4.5? Because if you're saying you go out of your way, right?
And that and serial killer stuff,
yeah. Because what you're saying is like go out of your way to see it if you like that stuff. That means it's got to be better than mid 4.5. You think it's better than a mid 4.5?
I would think it's a mid better than a 4.5.
He doesn't do things
would be like a high 4.5.
He does them as he sees them, which is why his scale sometimes.
Sure, but that's what he's saying. Like, there's certain things you might not be interested in, but you can tell it's so well done that someone who likes that thing may like it more than the rating you gave.
That's basically what
like. My rating is simply someone who likes to watch media. But if somebody liked serial killer biopics, I'll probably say it's a 10.
Yeah, But that's what I'm saying. That's why the thermometer is
That's why I asked
the best and still the worst way to review things because it's still got some arbitrary shit to it. But yeah, so overall, if he's saying it's a mid 4.5, we'll say that's a 6 roughly if we had to put it on a 10 scale. So we got 2 8s, a 6, and a 9. I mean, I liked it. I think Evan Peters
a 6. Damn, that's rough.
Don't do this.
Oh my God. I like that you like that. That's a good way to end it. I'm angry as fuck.
I don't think they should have made him Overwatch 2. They should have just made. They should have just continued. They should have just
marketing.